Hey there, this is Katherine. I'm just sharing a small craft haul of some things I picked up from scrapbookpal.com. I got a die from My Favorite Things called Out of the Box. It's this cute little die that cuts a little box out, and you can add some little friends or some flowers or a little critter. And I'm going to cut that out in a minute, and you can see better kind of what it does. That caught my attention. And then I also picked up a couple of Spellbinders embossing folders. They're calling them detailed embossing folders. And here's one, it's the Sunray. It's kind of like a 3 dimension. It's very, very detailed. I could not run this through my diamond press machine. It was too thick and the folder was a little too wide. I tried my little Sizzix. I have like a texture boutique or something like that, small machine. It was a little too wide for that, and then too thick, I should say. So I pulled out my trusty Sizzix Big Shot extended multi-purpose platform. I do have a Spellbinders machine, but I didn't have it out. But the sandwich that I used is, instead of following the instructions, I ended up putting both of the tabs forward. So I was on tab 2, and then I just used one cutting pad on top, and I got this beautiful impression. It wasn't too thick. It went through just fine. I'm sure Spellbinders probably has information on their website that tells you what you should use. I'm just showing what used on my machine. And I'm going to pull out my Big Shot and do the second embossing folder because I forgot to do it and I wanted you to see what it looked like. It was really, really pretty. So I've got my Sizzix and I'm going to add my piece of cardstock, and I'm going to run that through on that tab number 2, and then I'm going to put one cutting plate on top. So instead of using 2 cutting plates, I'm just using one. So I had to kind of modify it, and I know each machine is a little bit different, but this is what worked for me. And so you'll see the beautiful dimension that you get on this plaid. I saw a sample somewhere of it, and I knew I had to have that. I'm all about plaids these days. So I just loved that. But I guess it's kind of like a 3D, but they're calling it a detailed embossing folder. But again, I thought they were very reasonable and they worked very well. So there's also, I picked up a pack of Altenew enamel dots, and there are 163 of these in here. I could not believe it when I got it. I knew there were quite a few, but I had no idea there were so many. I love the stars and I love the hearts. Those are very, very fun to have in enamel dots. And I love the range of color in a similar color family, and those are called Seashore. So I picked those up, and they're very economical too. I got one Copic marker. I think it's YR16 apricot. I had one that I've dropped a lot of times, and it finally kind of cracked the barrel and dried out, so I had to get a replacement for that. And I get most of my Copics from scrapbookpal.com. They have just great service, and they're very reasonable, and they have so many brands of things that I like. So I just wanted to share that brand, that online store with you, because I've had a lot of positive experiences with them and great service. So I'm going to take a second. I wanted to cut out this little box just to show you, because the die looks a little funny. I took 2 colors and cut them out so you'll be able to see it a little bit better on the video. You can see it's got this nice deep line in there, so you can tell that it's a box. I'm going to glue down the brown and then on just a piece of white scrap cardstock. And then there's that smaller piece on the bottom that you can lay on top of your box. I'm just doing it flat. You could pop it up and then pop something between it. You know, if you have some little critters, you want to fill your box that way. Like I said earlier, I could envision putting some flowers in there. At Christmas time, maybe some little small ornaments or candy canes, and just filling your box with different things as the seasons go by. I thought that would be kind of fun. And again, you could use some little critters or little friends as well. So I'm going to glue down these flaps, and you can see how it starts to look more like a box, and it has just a great little look to it. and I thought it'd be a great grounding element to fill my page on some cards. So that is what I picked up from scrapbookpal.com, and I've linked in there to their website. If you've not heard of them, they ship quickly, and like I say, I've just had great customer service with them, and I really like them a lot. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure and give it a thumbs up, and like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.